Terra Preta, the 2,000-year-old soil they buried with the Amazon. 2,000 years ago, deep in the Amazon, a civilization built soil so rich and so permanent, it still exists today. Scientists have found it, tested it, and cannot explain how it keeps regenerating itself century after century with zero human intervention. They called it Terra Preta, the Dark Earth. It should have changed everything about how we grow food. The Amazon basin today is famous for poor, thin, tropical soil. Strip the jungle canopy, and the earth beneath becomes dust within seasons. Modern agriculture in the region fails constantly. Billions of dollars of fertilizer disappear into soil that cannot hold nutrients. This is what Western science told us was always true about Amazonian Earth, except it was not always true at all. Scattered across the Amazon are patches of extraordinarily dark, rich earth going down 3 feet or more. They grow crops without any fertilizer input and have done so for over 2,000 years. When scientists remove this soil and study it in laboratory conditions, it actively regenerates itself. The dark earth grows back. It is alive in a way normal soil simply is not. Indigenous Amazonian civilizations created this soil deliberately. They were not stumbling onto a geological accident. They were practicing sophisticated soil science that Western civilization dismissed as primitive farming. The technique involved one central ingredient that cost nothing to produce, and that anyone with a fire and organic material could make. That ingredient was biochar. Biochar is organic material, wood branches, agricultural waste, any biomass, burned at low temperature with restricted oxygen in a process called pyrolysis. This is not burning to ash. It is cooking slowly into pure carbon. The result is a black porous material that looks like charcoal, but functions like nothing else in the natural world when it enters your soil. The porous structure of biochar is what makes it extraordinary. Under a microscope, it looks like a honeycomb of interconnected chambers. Each chamber becomes a home for soil bacteria, fungi, and microbial life. A single gram contains more surface area than a tennis court. When you add it to your garden, you are not just adding carbon. You are building a city for the organisms that make plant growth possible. Those microorganisms are the entire secret of fertility. Modern chemical fertilizer bypasses them completely. It feeds plants directly with synthetic inputs in a way that kills microbial life over time. Every bag of chemical fertilizer makes your soil slightly more dead, slightly more dependent on the next bag, until eventually your soil cannot grow anything. The chemical fertilizer industry understood this dynamic completely and built an entire business model around it. Make soil dependent on purchased inputs. Sell those inputs annually. Ensure traditional knowledge of soil biology remained dismissed as primitive and unscientific. The Amazon dark earth was inconvenient evidence that this model was not inevitable. So the evidence was ignored entirely for decades. Here is what peer-reviewed soil science now shows unambiguously. Biochar amended soils retain water at significantly higher rates. They hold nutrients instead of leaching them away with rain. They support dramatically higher populations of beneficial soil microorganisms. And unlike chemical fertilizer, which must be reapplied annually, biochar persists in soil for hundreds to thousands of years. The carbon sequestration property alone makes biochar one of the most important materials on Earth right now. When you burn organic material, normally it releases stored carbon as carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. When you convert that same material to biochar, you lock that carbon into a stable form that stays in your soil for centuries. You are pulling carbon from the atmosphere Let us talk about how to make it, because the process is genuinely simple and requires nothing you do not already have. You need dry, organic material: wood scraps, branches, corn stalks, any plant waste. You need a simple burn structure, and you need water to quench it at the right moment. That is the entire equipment list for producing one of the most powerful soil amendments in agricultural history. Build a cone-shaped pile of dry, organic material in a clear area of your garden. Light it from the top and let it burn slowly. You want a slow, controlled burn producing white smoke rather than black smoke. White smoke means pyrolysis is occurring. The material is converting to carbon rather than burning to ash. This single distinction is everything. As the burn progresses, keep adding material to the top. When the bottom layer glows orange with no flame, that is your biochar forming. At that precise moment before it burns to ash, quench the entire pile with water. Drown it completely. The steam that erupts is dramatic and satisfying. What remains when it cools is pure biochar ready for your garden. Crush the cooled biochar into small pieces roughly the size of a pea or smaller. The smaller the pieces, the more surface area you expose for microbial colonization. Now here is a critical step most people skip. You must charge the biochar before adding it to soil. Fresh biochar is an empty city. The chambers are there, but nothing lives in them yet. To charge your biochar, soak it in compost tea, liquid fertilizer, or diluted urine for several days before use. This pre-populates the pore structure with microbial life, so it starts working the moment it enters your soil. Raw, uncharged biochar added directly to soil will temporarily pull nitrogen from your earth, making things worse before they get better. Mix charged biochar into your garden beds at roughly 10% by volume. Work it in thoroughly so it distributes evenly through the root zone. The soil will darken visibly. That color change is the exact same transformation the ancient Amazonians were creating deliberately 2,000 years ago with the same basic materials you used this afternoon in your own backyard. In the first season after adding biochar, you may see modest results as the microbial ecosystem establishes itself. By the second season, results become dramatic. By the third season, your soil produces yields that require no purchased fertilizer inputs. And unlike every other soil amendment you have ever bought, the biochar does not degrade. It does not wash away. The ancient Amazonian civilizations understood something that took Western science 2,000 years to rediscover. Fertility is not something you apply to soil. It is something you build inside soil. Living biology, not chemistry, is the foundation of plant growth, and that biology, once established in a carbon-rich environment, perpetuates and amplifies itself indefinitely without. There is a deeper implication here worth stating plainly. Chemical agriculture requires you to purchase inputs every single year. Your dependence on those purchases is not accidental. It is the designed outcome of a system built entirely around recurring revenue. The moment you build living soil through biochar, the recurring purchase becomes unnecessary. You exit the system permanently. The fact that this knowledge sat in the Amazon for 2,000 years, available to any researcher willing to look, yet was systematically absent from agricultural education and mainstream farming advice throughout the entire 20th century, is worth sitting with quietly. Not with anger. Simply with clear eyes about whose interests were served by that long and consistent absence. Here's what your biochar garden represents practically. Year 1. 1 weekend of time, $0 of materials. Year 2. Soil biology multiplies. Yields increase without inputs. Year 3. You stop buying fertilizer forever. Year 10. your soil produces abundance that would seem impossible to any conventional agronomist standing in your garden today. The scale question deserves addressing. A single afternoon fire from prunings of a few fruit trees produces enough biochar to amend a substantial raised bed completely. You do not need a farm or special equipment. You need one afternoon, a pile of garden waste, and a single match. That is the entire barrier between you and 2,000-year soil. The water retention property is transformative for anyone gardening in drought conditions. Biochar holds water within its pore structure, while simultaneously improving drainage, preventing waterlogging while reducing drought stress at the same time. It is one of the very few soil amendments that improves both water retention and drainage simultaneously. Combining biochar with hugelkultur creates a soil biology explosion that outperforms either system alone. The decaying wood feeds the microbial life. The biochar provides permanent housing for that life. Together, they create something extraordinarily close to what the ancient Amazonians were building in the rainforest millennia ago. A self-sustaining fertility engine that improves indefinitely. The regenerative property of Terra Preta is still not fully understood by soil scientists. The leading hypothesis is that biochar creates such an ideal environment for soil biology that the microbial community itself begins building more complex carbon structures over time. The soil becomes a self-improving system. The longer it exists, the richer it becomes. Your garden can be that kind of system, not one that requires annual inputs and declines without them. A living system that improves every single year because you built the biological foundation correctly at the beginning. A system your children will inherit in better condition than you received it. One that produces abundance decade after decade without asking anything from any corporation anywhere on Earth. The ancient Amazonian people did not know the chemistry of what they were doing. They simply observed over generations that burning certain materials and adding them to soil created earth that kept getting better instead of worse. That observation, refined over centuries, produced soil so extraordinary it still grows food 2,000 years after those civilizations completely disappeared. You have the chemistry now. You have the peer-reviewed science. You have the microscopy showing exactly why it works at the biological level. And you have the same basic materials they had: organic waste, fire, water, and soil. The only thing standing between you and 2,000-year soil is one afternoon in your backyard. That afternoon is available to you this weekend. They buried this knowledge under a century of chemical agriculture marketing. They made fertility something you purchased in a bag rather than something you built with your own hands for free. But the dark earth of the Amazon is still there, still growing, still regenerating itself silently in the jungle, while the rest of the world pays annually for a pale imitation of what the ancients built for nothing. Click the link in the description right now and start gathering your garden waste this weekend. The fire costs nothing. The time is one afternoon. And what you build in your soil this weekend will still be working and still improving long after every bag of fertilizer in every garden center on Earth has been applied, washed away, and completely forgotten. Build the dark earth. It lasts forever. Click the link in the description right now. Gather your garden waste this weekend. Light one fire. Quench it at the right moment. Mix it into one garden bed. That single afternoon builds soil that keeps improving for 200 years. One fire, one afternoon, forever soil. Start this weekend.